Let me tell you a little story about a guy I know. Known this guy forever. Good guy, decent fellow, decent human being. Known him my whole life. And one characteristic that I'd say steps out from him that really exemplifies what he can do is he's always been great at being a bullshit detector. A good judge of character of most people. Whenever someone comes up and tells them that they're an expert in something, that they know all this stuff that he is actually working on, he can kind of spot it and say, and just kind of determine from these people that they don't know what they're talking about. They have no clue. They know the right words, the right phrases to say, but they have no proof behind them. There's nothing substantiating any of their claims on their genius in these ideas. He can really detect what's going on, and that they're just kind of floating this huge theory out that's not practical, not something that'll actually work. And he can spot that in people, and these people really irritate him because they're so arrogant and so puffed up and think that they're so great and know everything that what they're doing and how well this is going to work. But he can tell that this just isn't going to work. It's not practical. It's not something that can actually be implemented. It's going to fail miserably, and it's going to harm or hurt whatever their plans are to do. He's been great at detecting that. He's always been able to spot con men and call them out. I remember one example was Oral Roberts when he was building some new giant building down in wherever he was, Oklahoma, Tulsa, I think it was. And he's like, look at this clown. He's out there just raking these people for money, feeding off their ignorance and their innocence and their beliefs, and just taking them for everything they got, promising all this stuff. And he would see preachers on, these televangelists and all that, and just call them out all the time, being like, these guys are so fake and so fraud. They don't believe a damn thing they're teaching. They're just in it to steal money from people and play off these people's beliefs and whatever they want. And he did not like con men at all. And he could spot them a lot of times, just see what's going on and be like, these guys are evil people. They're wrong. They can't do anything. And I mean, just these things. He hated people that, or I wouldn't say hate's a kind of a strong word, but didn't like people that just had these characteristics in them. These blowhards, these animated people that just always put this face forward that they were the best, they were the greatest, and take it. And he just didn't trust them. He didn't like them, and could always point it out, which was ironic to me because I was talking to him the other day, and he was telling me, have faith in what's going on in our government, because we have this guy that's going to take it, and he's good at what he's doing. And I just sitting here thinking to myself, why did your bullshit detector not go off right now? Why on someone that's never proven themselves in the business world, someone that's failed more at business? These are the things you would point out and see so many times in your life when someone was coming and asking you for money to invest in something they did, and you just sit here and turn to me and be like, I ain't giving that guy a dime, because he's always trying these new hair-schemed ideas and they always fail. He doesn't have a clue what he's doing. He's a horrible businessman. He's a horrible negotiator. He doesn't know what he's doing. But he voted for a guy that goes against everything he doesn't believe. Cognitive dissonance is a hell of a thing, and he's a prime example. And I'm sure a lot of you know a lot of people like that could spot people that were conning them, faking them out, just feeding them lines of bullshit all the time. And yet, they fall under the awe-inspiring, charismatic way of what we have now. So easily for them to be duped and conned and deceived that they can shut down half their mind and what usually protected them all their life and buy into this. Yeah, cognitive dissonance is a hell of a thing.